Hello friends, welcome to Instant Motivation. Today in this video we are going to discuss 3 techniques that you can use to make your life better. These techniques are from the book Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So for the techniques, let me take you through a little story. Suppose you are sitting in the middle of a magnificent lush green garden. The garden is filled with most spectacular flowers you have ever seen. The environment is supremely tranquil and silent. Savor the essential delights of the garden and feel as if you have all the time in the world to enjoy this natural oasis. As you look around, you see that in the center of magical garden stands a towering red lighthouse 6 stories high. Suddenly the silence of the garden is disturbed by a loud creaking as the door at the basement of the lighthouse opens. Out stumbles a 9 foot tall, 900-pound Japanese sumo wrestler who casually wanders into the center of the garden. As the sumo wrestler starts to move around the garden, he finds a shiny gold stopwatch which someone had left behind many years earlier. He slips it on and falls to the ground with an enormous thud. The sumo wrestler is rendered unconscious and lies there silent and still. Just when you think he has taken his last breath, the wrestler awakens, perhaps stirred by the fragrance of some fresh yellow roses blooming nearby. Energized, the wrestler jumps swiftly to his feet and intuitively looks to his left. He is startled at what he sees. Through the bushes at the very edge of the garden, he observes a long winding path covered by millions of sparkling diamonds. Something seems to instruct the wrestler to take the path, and to his credit, he does. This path leads him down to the road of everlasting joy and eternal bliss. Funny story, right? But wait, this is a way to remember all the techniques hidden in the book. In this story, the garden represents your mind. You have to guard your garden from the negative feelings and things like a dedicated gardener who keeps out weeds and unwanted plants out of his garden. We constantly are worried about things that are out of our control. These things drain our energy and eat our willpower. All the successful people make sure that they don't put anything negative in their mind. So, for this, I want you to do this. Just before going to sleep, write down all the things you are worried about on a piece of paper. This is like a mental diarrhea that you can visit later and see if the thing is worth worrying or not, if you can take any action or not. Second is the red lighthouse in the garden. Goals in our life is like the lighthouse in the garden. Just like the lighthouse shows path, goals direct us in a direction. Goals play an important role in our life because if you don't know where you are going, how will you get there? So right now I want you to do one thing. Write whatever you want clearly on a piece of paper. Suppose you want to crack an interview. Write it down as I want to crack for blah blah blah. It should be clear. Now plan how you are going to do it and divide the goal into smaller goals. Now attach a deadline to the goals. This will act as a pressure to the goal and will keep you motivated. Now the third technique is the Kaizen. The sumo wrestler in the story represents the Kaizen technique. The Kaizen is a Japanese word and means constant and never-ending improvement. According to this technique, we should add activities in our life that constantly improve us. I call them sharpening the saw activities. Things like reading book, meditating, exercising, etc. improve us constantly and prepare us for the world better. So these are the first 3 techniques in the book. I'll be making another video for another 4 techniques. So please hit like if you liked this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching.